Once again, we are here. We have done it. We have made it. We are connected. We are one. Whether you are watching on your mobile device, whether you are watching through Google, what's it called? The app that you buy through Google, Chromecast. Whether you're watching on a tablet, perhaps you're watching on your desktop or even a laptop. Regardless of whichever way you're tuned in, you are in fact tuned in right here. I am James, you are you. We are here for another edition of At Home with James, the very important Hump Day episode of the show that happens every Monday, of course, Wednesday and Friday, right here on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. There's a big show about to take place, but I need to begin by making what I feel is a more than adequate confession, because if there's anything that I don't want to do, it's I don't want to lie to the audience. I began my morning bright and early, which is very unusual for me. And when I say early, I'm saying 9 o'clock in the morning. I woke up, I put some regular clothes on. That doesn't include gym shorts or jogging pants. I left my home. I got on the metro. I went to work, the one day a week in which I do go to work. Did some pretty good work today. Very pleased. Walked outside, stepped out, felt the warm breeze of the spring that is to come wind caressed my skin, walked down the street throughout downtown Montreal, jumped on the metro, got off at Station Villa Maria, had myself a cup of coffee. I even bought myself a scone. Now, perhaps you call them a scone if you're an a-hole, but I purchased one. Afterwards, I took another nice little walk throughout the neighborhood called NDG, came back home to the greatest neighborhood in Montreal, St. Henry, took another walk with some friends, enjoyed my day to the highest form, the highest degree. Now, you might be asking, James, what's the problem? What's the confession? The confession is my legs are tired. I'm tired. I don't have much energy. That's the confession. This is one of those nights where I'm not sure I've got it. So I'm putting all of my guests on notice tonight. You're going to have to carry this show because Uncle Jim's back. It's real sore from carrying the day that was. But that doesn't mean I'm going to phone it in. I'm putting the phone down. I would never phone it in. I would never mail it in. I am here. I am engaged. I'm ready to rock and roll, strut and stroll, hang and bang, this, that, and the other. But who's on the show tonight? Very pleased. But I have a second confession. I had previously announced that Carla Ma was going to be here tonight. She can't be here. She informed me via text at 11:30 EST last night that she's got a very important self-tape. Now, certainly that's more important than this show. If you're Carla, if you're James, this show is all I've got. There's nothing else that I have to hold on to. But when one door closes, another door opens. So, Carla, good luck. I'm happy to announce that a member of my family is going to be returning to the show. My teen niece, Candace Olivia McGee, that's right, my niece, Candace Olivia McGee, is going to be here. Haven't spoken to her in some time. You might remember that I have babysat a number of times to varying degrees. She'll be here later on. Also here is Andy and his house band, the Revolving Doors. He's going to be here to perform a little bit later on. But we're going to kick things off in just a matter of moments to celebrate not one, but two birthdays that fall on the same day. Now, if anyone knows anything about the folklore surrounding this show, what the hell is this hand gesture that I'm doing? It's that we like to celebrate birthdays on this show. We've had a lot of great birthday celebrations. In fact, the only one that wasn't that great was mine. One of the most notorious episodes in show history. We won't talk about that. I want to shine a light on good birthdays. In just a matter of moments, MP Breton and Saima Ahmed are going to be here. They've got a birthday coming up tomorrow. In fact, it's their first COVID birthday. So what better way, because certainly there is no better way to celebrate a COVID birthday than online, like so many people are doing, so many people have done, and hopefully not more many people will have to do in the coming months. So what say we begin this show by having ourselves a little bit of an online birthday party. So let's bring in the birthday buddies. Please welcome Saima, Ahmed, and MP Breton to the show. Saima, MP, welcome to the show, and happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's really get into the brass tacks of things. As mentioned, this is your first and hopefully last, cross the fingers, knock on wood, COVID birthday. Now, this is to say that this time last year, you were some of, if not the only people to have the what really was the last regular birthday. MP, let's start with you. Memories of this time last year.
Yeah, it was great. It was so much fun. And so I had like an actual birthday thing, party or whatever. And you were there, James. A lot of people were there. It was a group event. And so a lot of things happened. Food, a potluck, and then there was pool and bowling, and it was a whole night. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was the last night of fun.
Yeah.
The final night of fun. One of my biggest memories was that I swallowed a particularly hot jalapeno off of a nacho platter that night.
The nachos were really, really good, though.
The nachos were great. I went to the bar. I asked for a glass of milk. They said, that's not going to happen. Now, that was a heck of a night. Saima, let's switch gears to you. How did you spend your birthday a year ago this time?
So this is very funny. A year ago on my birthday, I was traveling to go to Seattle.
Oh, the epicenter, the original epicenter.
Yep. So I was traveling to go to Seattle. And by the time I landed there, it was the epicenter of COVID.
Okay, so what was your reaction to that? You're going for a nice little trip. You touch down. You're like, oh, there's this thing going on. Are you still going to have fun?
Well, it was unlike I think now we're used to it, but just like I remember a year ago when none of us had experienced, I guess, this type of life. So I remember I landed at the airport and it was literally just dead. I've never seen an airport just like no one. And I was going to meet up the person, someone, and they came to pick me up at the airport. And when we drove through the city, it was like dead. Like imagine a downtown city core, just absolutely dead. I've never seen anything like that, had never seen anything like that before. But I will say, despite that, I actually managed to have a pretty fun time for my birthday. Because it was kind of at this time where we didn't really know about social distancing. It was not encouraged to wear a mask. Restaurants were still open. Bars were still open.
Which, can I just say, I'm not crazy that no one really distances anymore, right? No one really cares that much about that specific aspect, as far as I'm concerned. I think once masks became mandatory, I was like, I'm going to stand next to Phil or Glenn.
Yeah. But back then it was like I literally went to a microbrewery with like a lot of people, and now like thinking back at it, I'm like, wow, I'm pretty sure. Like I don't know, I don't think I've ever had COVID, but looking back at it, I'm like, it's amazing that I never caught COVID because I was at the epicenter and I was at a microbrewery.
Well, and this is true. So we'll go back to MP. So we were all at a bar that night, and I remember that it was. The idea of this illness was present. And I remember a lot of, I better wash my hands, a lot of hand washing, but no one really being particularly cautious.
Right. I was sharing food with people and drinks. I mean, Cathy was there and we were sharing drinks and stuff. And I remember
we were touching bowling balls and we were touching pool cues and doorknobs and all sorts of things. Yes, which I'm cautiously optimistic that we will go back to being disgusting at some point. Conditional disgusting. Now, this is going to be a 3-part segment here. So that was last year. Let's talk about this year. As mentioned, this is your first COVID birthday. MP, let's start with you. How do you intend to celebrate your birthday now that COVID is here? It is very much present. Will you be doing something online? Will you be taking a walk? Will you be on the phone with someone? What does your birthday look like this year?
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a classic COVID birthday with some Zoom with friends and drinks, and I'm probably gonna order some food and just staying in.
Yeah. Now the food part sounds great. Food part sounds great. If I may ask, do you have any plans on what you happen to be ordering?
Well, probably one of my favorite meals ever is dumplings.
Okay. So
I
there
just
we
love
go.
dumplings.
That's the plan. So MP, that's your first COVID birthday. Before we switch gears to Saima, we've got Dr. Howard Mitnick. He's confirming that lots of people are in fact still disgusting. So there's hope for some of us grossies out there. Saima, let's circle back to you. What does your first COVID birthday look like?
So tomorrow I'm actually going to get a tattoo, my first ever tattoo. So I'm going to a little tattoo shop not too far from me, and I'm getting a small heart over here on my side.
I was gonna guess it was gonna be barbed wire around your arm.
Like Pamela.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna get the Pam Anderson.
Next year.
Okay. So you're getting the Pam Anderson next year. You're getting inked up on your birthday. That's kind of normal, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's my first tattoo, so I actually super excited. Yeah, so I'm doing that, and then in the evening, I'm actually probably my parents. I'm pretty sure they're trying to act like it's a surprise, but it's not really a surprise because they asked me what type of chocolate I like. I'm pretty sure they got me a birthday cake.
Well, maybe they're getting ready for Easter.
Who knows?
Yeah, they're gonna surprise you on Easter with one of those gigantic, hollow Jean Talon chocolates that taste awful.
No, but once they got me, because I like sports, they got me like hollowed out, like it was like a hockey puck, a football, and a soccer ball.
Yeah. Now on the subject of that, this is kind of off topic. Are either of you planning on staying up to watch the late game tonight against the Canucks with your Montreal Canadiens?
Probably.
Okay, so MP, will you last the entire game, or will you wake up at like 4 a.m, like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, I'll probably fall asleep with my laptop on and stuff, and then or with my TV on, and then I'll just wake up because the lights are still on and just feel weird, and then go to bed with clothes on.
Okay, so disoriented. Saima, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna stay up all night?
No, I usually don't on a weekend. Like if there's, I know a few weeks ago we played like on a Saturday late and I watched the whole game. On a weekday, I usually I watch like the first period and then sometimes a second, and then I can't like fall asleep with the tea. I can't. So I turn it off and I check them. If we score, I get updates on my phone. But no.
All right. So we've discussed the past and the present. It is now time to discuss what our ideal hypothetical birthday, if we could celebrate it in the way that we want. Now, there are some conditions to this hypothetical. I want us to do this as if COVID it ends a couple days ago, so it is present in our minds. It's not a distant memory. It is very much present. What does your birthday look like if you could do whatever you want? MP, let's start with you.
I want to go like ham.
Okay.
Like I want to hit restaurants, 3 bars.
Yeah.
I want to Uber between each of them with my friends and stuff. Like,
is it still a Wednesday? Is it still a Wednesday?
Oh, it's still I don't care.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
It could be a Monday.
Okay. I like this.
We're going to figure it out. We hit the dance floor. Saima, you're invited. Because
I'm there.
It makes sense that we do this together.
I'm there.
And yeah, we're dancing. We're going to karaoke. We're going, I make out with 3 dudes. I don't know. And then
you know what I say? I say, why number it? Why limit yourself? You do whatever you want. You live your life.
I make out with dudes. And then the next, I don't want to remember how I got home is what I want.
This sounds like it's becoming a scary evening. This sounds like a scary evening. Okay, so MP, you're fired up. I can tell you're fired up. I want to keep batting back and forth. Saima, let's go to you. Your ideal birthday in a hypothetical sense where we have come out of COVID. You can live your life.
Okay, first of all, I really love where MP is going, and I think I've actually I'm going to snowball off that. And has been what I wanted to, because I'm turning 30 this year, and this is what I wanted to do for my.
Congratulations.
Sure, thanks. This is what I've been wanting to do for my 30th birthday for a long time. So maybe next year in MP, you're invited. I got one word, 5 letters, Vegas.
Whoa.
MP's into it. I knew she would be.
That's my dream.
So MP is going ham, as the kids say. You've not only doubled down, Saima, you've tripled down. You're ready to do this, but in Las Vegas, a city known for debauchery, derelicts, and just a variety of just degenerates.
You know what? Andy's invited too. I feel like Andy would have a fun time with us. I know. Yeah, I actually know he would for a fact.
Yeah. So Andy is invited to Vegas. I just want to make it clear that up to this point, I have not been invited.
Well, I mean, okay, James, I know you.
Yeah. Okay. This is fair. Now,
you're going to be like the designated driver?
I don't even drive.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to, just in the interest of comedy, this is the same night. We're doing what MP wants. We're in Vegas. I want for both of you to make some type of prediction or projection of, if I was there, how do I integrate? Where do you, in a hype, like, what do you imagine? What do you imagine my involvement in this is? Saima, let's start with you. And again, you be as honest as you want. I'm a big boy. I can take it.
Holding my hair while I throw up.
You know what? I've never held anyone's hair while they vomit because I don't traditionally hang out with people that are inebriated beyond belief, but I would do that. Okay. So I'm doing that. Saima, what else?
I feel like you probably would leave at some point because as someone, there's times where I usually drink a lot, but I can only imagine to be around people who are very drunk when you're totally sober is probably the worst thing in the world. So I feel like you would leave. And I know like in Vegas, like you'd probably just go drink like sparkling water somewhere at a bar.
That sounds so you imagine that I see everyone wasted. I'm like, I've had enough. I need to go have a drink of sparkling water by myself.
Or like you'd go with like some, I don't know, like this is what I imagine you doing.
Yeah.
Like going with like you and Dave or someone would go to like have sparkling water at a bar. This is what
that sounds nice. I will say this, it has been probably close to a decade since I've been exposed to a level of drunk that you're just like, oh, I can't be around this. Now, MP, let's go to you. You've talked about your night. There's dancing, there's karaoke, there's a lot of gratuitous makeouts going on. Where do I fit in this? What do you see? And again, you be as honest as you want.
I think you probably go off to like a machine. What's it called? Like a coin?
Oh, I'm going to a video lotto terminal.
Or something. We're in Vegas. There's like all kinds.
Okay, so I'm going to hit up the slot machines.
Yes.
Yeah. You know,
I think that's something you would do, no?
This says a lot about me that I'm at a birthday party with two people that I like, two people that I very much like, and I'm just like, I got to get the hell out of here and hang out by myself.
Oh, wait.
Oh, please. Yes.
I found out someone I know who's been to Vegas told me there's like a place that has like pizza by the slice that's open 24 hours because obviously this is what you want to eat when you're inebriated.
Sure.
But I also feel like you would go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
At a time.
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah. So we're saying that if someone's like, oh, you know, Saima, MP, they had this crazy birthday in Vegas. James, you were there. What did you do? Oh, I drank sparkling water alone and ate a slice of pizza.
Yeah, but I have a question. Do you see yourself doing these things?
What's that now?
If you were there and like, I'm going to reverse the question onto you. What do you think you would do at this party?
Yeah. Okay. So just because I don't want to deviate from if I were to have my birthday in Las Vegas, which is just so highly unlikely, I think I would enjoy people watching. I'd probably want to see a really tacky show, like some type of terrible, you know, magic show or something like that. I'd go to maybe Gordon Ramsay, his burger restaurant. I'd probably have the Gordon Ramsay burger. And then, yeah, I'd probably end the night with a sparkling water and the slot machines. And I think I'd befriend maybe an elderly lady. I think that's probably the most likely. Okay, so I want to put the focus back on you. Now, what else would you be doing on this hypothetical birthday? Let's continue. I want us to build. This is the world is your oyster for you to just swim and navigate. And MP, let's go to you. We've got the base level stuff. You've got dancing, partying, drinking, this, that, and the other. Is there anything else you want to add to this?
Strip club.
A strip club. Okay. So when you said ham, you meant it. Okay. So take me through what your ideal strip club looks like on your birthday. If it's like you walk in and they're like, we've decorated the place for you. What do you want?
No, I don't know. I just think I think I just want to do a bunch of different things, and maybe a strip club is one of those things. I like the idea of a cheesy show as well. Like I feel like that would be a lot of fun. I just want to do a bunch of stuff, and I'm assuming that strip clubs that there's a lot of that in Vegas. I'm assuming.
I can't imagine there is a lack of strip clubs. So it sounds like what's very clear, MP, is you want to have like the equivalent of the cast of Jersey Shore when they go out.
All of what they would do, I want to do it.
Right. So you want to embody Snooki, JWoww, DJ Pauly D, Mike the Situation, Ralphus, Joey the Pie, Snack Pack, Luciano. Yes. You want all of them right now. Saima, what else do you want? What else do you want on your birthday?
I mean, I guess if we're speaking an unlimited budget, you reminded me of food. So you know what? I hear there's some nice restaurants in Vegas. So I think I'd like take everyone out for like a super nice meal before we all get really hammered.
Whoa. Okay. So now, are you going to Gordon Ramsay's hamburger?
I would go.
I'm vegetarian.
I bet you Chef Gordon Ramsay has some vegetarian options.
He has some good vegetarian options. I'd be down. But I've also always wanted to go to Wolfgang Puck restaurant.
Now, I would like to I'm gonna reel in the hypotheticals a little bit here, just a little bit. What if your birthday was in Montreal? Now, what specific Montreal spots do you have to go to? Are we going to Gertz? Are we going to Reggie's? Yeah, are you guys going to the Concordia bar or the McGill bar?
Well, I go to McGill, first of all, so no.
I went to Concordia, so Reggie's.
Ooh, I may have created some tension here amongst the universities. All right, so how about this? We'll take Reggie's and Gertz off. Where do you want to go? Saima, let's start with you.
Well, I famously very much like this bar called Barouf. I like it because it's very large and there's place for a lot of people, and it's French. So yeah, I think it's a cool bar because you could just literally invite 100 people maybe, and there'd be room for everyone there. So probably maybe that. Also maybe something close, not too far from me. I'm trying to think of another place I like. Yeah, I like Barouf because it's like it has a lot of space to accommodate everyone.
Okay, MP, Montreal spots for your birthday.
Yes, Saima, in our neighborhood, there's the Vive Taverna. I don't know if you know of it.
Oui.
That's a really good place for dancing because they've got like a great dance floor. So I think that's a spot I would like to hit. And also, that's usually the last spot I'd hit because it's close to my place. Then it's cheaper for the Uber.
Well, look, I have to say that I think you have both truly inspired people watching. Once again, coming from Dr. Howard Mitnick in the chat, we've got, this conversation is inspiring. My next post-vaccine birthday featuring a jam session with my friends, definitely 2 drummers. And here we go. James, you are invited. We will definitely have sparkling water for you now, unless he's got some video lotto terminals or slot machines, which I think he might. I think I'm in. So you guys are both truly inspiring a future of post-vaccinated birthday parties.
We're here to inspire.
Yeah.
Well, look, before we let both of you go, there's 2 things. I very much like this dynamic. I feel like we need to have this pairing of MP and Saima back. There's just like, it sounds more positive than anything I could ever dare to sound like. But I also have a surprise for you, because you can't have a true birthday party this year. I would like to bring the party to you. Now, I mentioned off the top that Andy is here with his house band, the Revolving Doors. I want to give you a very special birthday performance. So let's welcome Andy and the Revolving Doors. Got a very special birthday surprise for you.
Hey, how's it going? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, MP. Happy birthday, Saima. James, we're back from break. So me and the band, the Revolving Doors, it's always a different band, backing band every week. This week, very special. We got the iconic Mr. Mike Love, one of the greatest Beach Boys of all time. He's going to be backing me up on this. So this next one, we've been practicing really hard, and this one goes out to you guys. Happy birthday. You ready?
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, MP and Saima. Look, thanks so much for being here, and I hope that at least in your dreams you can do whatever your heart desires, whether it's eating hamburgers or going to the strip club or seeing a cheesy show. I hope that the dreams chase you and whisk you away into a birthday wonderland. Thanks so much for being here to the both of you.
Thank you, James.
Thanks, James.
Pleasure's all mine. We'll do it again soon. Andy, let's keep you around.
And we're back from break.
We're back from break. Yeah, Andy, let's chat for a second.
Hey, James, how's it going, man?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. First of all, I can't believe that you really scored the big fish with Mike Love.
I know. You know, he's a legend, songwriter, political activist. He's just the whole package, you know, and what musicians are about these days.
Okay.
Not the politics I'd subscribe to, but still, he's outspoken, and I appreciate that. I respect that.
People are entitled to whatever political position they want. I'm not going to judge that. Now, Andy, the past couple of weeks that you've been here, you've had a variety of electric guitars. Last week you went acoustic. I noticed that tonight you are not working with any type of stringed instrument. What is that?
Well, yeah, James, this is a melodica. It's a wonderful experimental instrument. Mike turned me on to it. Of course, Beach Boys, known for their experimenting.
Wait, Mike Love turned you on to the melodica?
He turned me on to a lot of things. He's blowing my mind. Before we continue, James, this segment, I just want to let everyone know that this segment is actually sponsored. This is one of your first sponsorships, James. Congrats.
I didn't even know I had a sponsor.
Yeah, this segment's sponsored by redchew.com. Red Chew, it's like Blue Chew, but it's red. It's the first male dehancer. Yep, that's right. It's a boner suppressant pill. And you take it, James, and immediately your boner goes away. James, have you ever walked down the park, maybe had a titillating conversation with someone?
What?
A titillating conversation that's gotten you excited, and then
wait, hold on. Did you say titulating?
A titulating conversation, exactly. That's gotten you so excited that what's this? It's like you're in 4th grade math class again, and an unwelcome visitor is down south. Well, you just pop a Red Chew, James. It works faster than your typical Viagra or Cialis or whatever the opposite of those are. Same active ingredients, and James, you get them in the mail, discreet packaging, and doctor subscribes them to you over the phone. It's pretty great, and I've been taking a lot of them, and I've been loving them. Haven't had a boner in months.
Okay, so I have many questions regarding that. One, who wrote that copy? Was that you?
That was sent to me by the company. Redchew.com.
Okay. Now, was one of the questions, have you ever been walking down the street and you have a unwanted visitor down south?
Yeah, it's kind of like, they don't want to just be too the boner talk was me. That I inserted those words. Their copy is very sanitized, of course, right? They don't want to be too lewd. But I say, it's there's nothing to be ashamed of except for the boner in your pants, which is why you should take this medication and get rid of it.
Yeah, in case you're walking down the street with a full erection.
You don't want to do that. Or what if you have an important what if you know, 2 seconds to showtime. I'm counting you, and I'm James. You're on in 3, 2. You get a stiffy right before you go on. I mean, you are. We only see you waist up, luckily, but you know, you would know it's there.
Yeah, I would. So you're telling me that if I get an unwanted erection before we go live on the air, I should take a red chew?
You should take a red chew. It's fast acting. It's chewable. So you just chew it and you don't do it. You know, it's a great new product that Mike turned me on to. Mike, thanks, buddy.
Does it come in any flavor or anything?
Nope. It's completely flavorless.
Oh, so it's a flavorless erection suppressant.
Yeah, you don't take it for the flavor. You take it for the effects.
All right. Okay. So Andy, I'm
the dehancement,
I'm incredibly happy with this new sponsorship deal, Red Chew. Now, I want to circle back.
To be clear, they're not giving any money to the show. They're just kind of like, I'm just kind of floating my tab with them because I was for a while there, kind of re-upping my subscription more often than you usually would.
You said you had a tab with Red Chew? You have a running tab?
Yeah, I started a little tab with them. It's not a big deal. They're quite expensive because, you know, they're imported from South Asia. So, you know, it's about $150 a pill. But the point being is, like, you know, I started this tab and I said, you know, hey, would you guys like some advertising on this wonderful program that we're on? And they accepted, so they sent me 3 free pills.
Okay, so you're clearly a fan. I'm so happy that you've got the sponsorship not only for you and the show, but you're able to take care of your running tab. Now, Andy, as mentioned, you've been here the past few weeks with of course, revolving door of musicians, session players, things like that. You've been playing a variety of guitars and stringed instruments. Now, what was this instrument called again?
This is the melodica.
Melodica.
It's just a little Jurassic Park for you.
Yeah, this thing, now I don't want to criticize you or anyone else who plays. This thing sounds like nightmares.
Well, you know, some people, they have very different opinions on music, right? Like, Mike was telling me the first time Wouldn't It Be Nice came out, they called it satanic. Could you believe that? A song about how nice it would be to be married.
All right, so
satanic.
Can I ask why you've made such a sharp turn from guitars all the way to the melodica? It feels like quite a jump.
Well, you know, it's not just the experimentation. It did come out of necessity, if you must know. I did have to pawn a couple of my other instruments. So my electric's gone. The acoustic also gone.
Wait, you had to pawn your instruments?
Yeah, it's just a temporary thing just to cover the tab because the interest was getting pretty crazy on it. So I just wanted to make sure.
So you had to get rid of your instrument so you could pay off your tab for your anti-boner pills?
Yes.
Look, Andy, I don't want to...
That's just a bit of jazz.
Yeah, that's just a bit of jazz. Now, I don't want to air out your dirty laundry here, but how bad were these erections to the point that you needed to take anti-erection pills that then in turn caused you to pawn all your stuff?
Air it out, James. I'm an open book, baby. You know, it's all about truth on the show. It's been about truth with my music. You know, we were riding high the revolving doors. As you remember last week, we were writing the At Home with James concept album. Right?
Yeah.
The first At Home with James album where we titled so many great tracks. We talked about that last week. It kind of hit a standstill when we stopped paying our studio session bills, and mainly that was because I was using most of that money to buy Red Chew.
Yeah. So you're saying you developed an addiction to erection suppressants?
It was, you know, you could call it that, James. But like, as you know, when you find like what feels like a life hack, right? Like I can walk into any situation, no matter how many hot babes are around, and I am just diamond hands, just not even.
Wait, Andy, wait though. How often were you walking around with erections?
That's a pretty personal question, James. How often do you get erections, James? Do you want to get into it? Are we doing this?
Yeah, I'll answer. Not enough to the point that I need to take suppressant.
Well, you know, some people, you know, they have an issue, and it's not funny at all that, you know, they, you know,
No one's laughing
when they're, when they're, you know, in bed or getting intimate, sometimes things don't work. So you need to take a pill, and, you know, it gets better. Some people have the opposite problem, James.
Okay, so I think I'm understanding. Yeah, I don't know if that music is doing any favors for this.
They call them stingers at the end of, you know.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I was gonna say for your, I think your melodica skills need a bit of work there. But this is all to say that I don't know if this is gonna do wonders for your sponsorship deal. Is this the sound they want for Red Chew?
This is the sound. The thing is, Mike told me about this company, right? I started taking their product, loved it. And then I was doing...
why would Mike Love need Red Chew? I feel like he'd need Blue Chew.
Oh, Mike. He's one of the only Beach Boys still going at it, if you know what I mean. But Mike, what was interesting is when was that? That was 3 months ago, right? I mean, Mike, we were doing a session down in Greenwich Village, right? We were, you know, kind of just doing like a impromptu jam. It was me, Mike, the banjo player from Mumford & Sons, the guy from Weezer that direct messages women through their Instagram, through the official Weezer Instagram, and we were just doing kind of like a jam session. And I started ripping the melodica.
Just a couple cool dudes.
A couple cool dudes, just hanging out, you know, doing some music. We're all accomplished musicians in our own right.
Yeah, doing some music.
Doing some muse, and the muse did touch us that night, because I picked this thing up and I just started, you know. And Mike, he goes over to the payphone, right? There's a payphone. He doesn't use cell phones because of 5G. And he pulls up the payphone, puts a quarter in, calls up Red Chew's, you know, senior marketing rep, and he says, "Take a listen to this. Is this the sound you want?" And he puts it over to, you know, and they're like, "Yes, let's make a deal."
Yeah, I think I have an idea for a more non-drug induced way to suppress erections. I think it's just listen to the melodica all the time.
You know, that is a good point, James. It's kind of an interesting encapsulation of this time in my life. I think this music that I'm producing
this
is
might
kind of
be
like
the least sexy instrument ever.
It's kind of like a descent, like the sound of falling down a staircase, much like what feels like my life is like lately.
Well, I don't want to get into that, but yeah, this is the least erotic instrument in the history of music.
Well, James, you know, it's temporary. I'm going to be playing out our guest tonight with this guy, but when I get enough, you know, cash together, I'm going to go back to that pawn shop. I'll get the old instruments back, and we'll be up and running again. Don't you worry.
I'm going to do, before we let you go, I'm going to do you a service unlike any other. Folks, if you're out there watching and you haven't yet subscribed or perhaps resubscribed here on Twitch, I'm going to need you to do so we can get Andy on the right path, pay his debts, and hopefully kick the habit.
See, I wish I could sing while that music was playing. You know, I could do like
no,
a
I
blues.
think it's
that's the one thing that's missing. You know, like,
I think it's fine the way that it is. Andy, would you like to play yourself out before we bring on our final guest?
Sure, James. Hey, just remember, everyone, redchew.com. Chew it and do it. If you hate sex, you will love redchew.com. So, James, have a good night. I'll see you on the other side, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, then. That's Andy Assaf and the Revolving Doors playing the melodica alongside Mike Love of the Beach Boys. Folks, if you're enjoying what you're watching, and I certainly hope that you still are following that musical performance, we're going to be back this Friday, 9 p.m. You know the time. I know the time. We all know the time. What's going to be happening? Dimitri Kirez is going to be here, and so very much more. That's Friday right here on twitch.tv/@home with James. Let's welcome our third and final guest of the evening. Last but most certainly not least, a member of my family, part of my bloodline. Let us welcome the daughter of my sister Jan, which is short for Janet, think someone just collapsed dead in the apartment beside me. That melodica really set a very bad tone for the evening. It's my niece, Candace Olivia McGee.
Okay, Jim.
He has everything okay?
Okay, I did something bad.
Yeah, I can. I never thought there'd be a sound worse than the melodica, and here it is.
What are you talking about? Listen, I have to be kind of quiet. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think being quiet is very important.
Okay, listen. I did something really bad. I did a few things that are really bad, and I need you to come pick me up.
Okay, hold on. Just breathe. You're gonna do that thing where you're gonna hyperventilate, right?
Listen, okay. I did a thing. I did this to my hair for a TikTok, and now I'm like this. And remember, okay, do you remember that guy Tom I was telling you about in my class that I'm older than? But he was really, really cute.
Yeah.
Okay, he had a party. You can't tell my mom. You can't tell my mom he had a party with 8 people at his house. I'm in his basement. I'm using his gaming equipment.
You're using his gaming equipment?
I don't even understand. I'm surrounded by... Guitar Hero is over there. There's
Candace Olivia. Candace Olivia.
What?
I'm going to ask you just the biggest favor I will ever ask you for the rest of my life, because certainly you will outlive me. I'm going to need you to calm down. Need you to calm down, okay?
Fine. I'll read my mantra that's in this magazine that you gave me. Yeah, I took it from your house. Girls World, totally.
Yeah, I just want to be clear. I don't want anyone to think I've got copies of Girls World hanging around my home. This is from when I babysat you and I bought you a copy of Girls World, but I don't own copies of Girls World.
Do you feel really good that you said that just now?
It's not that I feel good. I think it was important that I establish I don't have copies of Girls World.
Well, I think it's important to establish that Uncle James, instead of babysitting and hanging out with me and making TikTok videos and doing other stuff, he gave me a magazine and said, "Stay busy, Candace Olivia."
Well, I don't know if it was with that exact tone. Okay, look, let's take a breath. Let's recap. You've dyed your hair pink.
I dyed my hair hot pink. It looks amazing. I look so good. I really am coming into my 13-year-old body good, especially with this hot pink hair. Why did you not like what I said? Why are you so upset with that?
Look, it's just, I don't, we're talking 13-year-old bodies. I'm happy that you feel good about that. But this is one of those things that Uncle Jim doesn't need to know.
Fine. I'll respect that, I guess.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so you had a party, and now you're afraid that your mom's going to find out about your hair and that you were socializing during this crisis.
I'm still at the party.
Wait, you're there now?
What do you think I said? I said that I was using his gaming equipment to talk to you. I need you to pick me up. My phone's dead, so I couldn't text you.
Yeah, I can't pick you up because it's 9:51. The curfew ended almost 2 hours ago. If I leave, I run the risk of getting a citation.
What?
Yeah, a citation. It's, like a ticket.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Now I know what you're talking about. Oh my goodness. I didn't even get to kiss him.
Oh, well, I'm
We didn't do anything. We didn't even.
It's okay. You're gonna kiss someday.
I need you to pick me up, please. I need you to do something, or I need you to tell my mom I died.
Okay, so you want me to call my sister and say, hey, hate to break it to you, but your daughter's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
why not? How hard could that be?
Look, let's calm down. Here's the thing. You don't think that your mom made some crazy decisions when she was your age? I certainly didn't. I was a very good and well-mannered young man.
What are you trying to do? You're making me feel so bad right now.
That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, hopefully teach you a lesson in all this, is that everything's going to be okay. Yes, you might be grounded, but it's not the rest of your life. It's maybe the next couple weeks, okay? And I think your mom's more understanding than you might give her credit for.
No, she's terrible, and you know she's terrible. Why can't you just what? No, what are you
maybe when she was a teenager, but she's, I think your mom's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you're old, and all old people think each other are cool.
Oh, I assure you, I do not think all other old people are cool. I hate many people.
But you don't hate me, right?
No, I don't hate you.
You would maybe say that you love me?
I do love you, yeah.
Because I'm your family, and we share the same blood?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you upset? What did you think I was going to say?
I'm not upset. I think you need to stop jumping to conclusions.
I think you need to get in a car and get me.
I don't know. Maybe you haven't noticed this, but your old Uncle Jim, he don't drive.
You don't drive?
No, I don't drive. No.
How old are you even?
I'm 33.
You're 33 and you don't even have a driver's license?
Correct, I don't.
What's wrong with you? Ew!
You just say ooh?
Yeah, I said ew. I thought every 16-year-old, when you turn 16, on your 16th birthday, everybody just sort of like decides, this is it. This is me growing up. And they go and they get their driver's license and they pick up their nieces when they're stuck at Tom's house. Tom and all the friends are upstairs. Everybody's leaving. I have to go.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who was 16 and didn't think about a driver's license. Uncle Jim.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Look, the best thing I can do is I can call an Uber to pick you up.
But I can go to your house?
Yeah, you're going to have to run it by your mom.
Can I move into your house?
Nope.
What do you mean no?
Well, I mean, that's not going to be feasible. I have a one-bedroom apartment that's suitable for one average-sized man.
You live by yourself in a one-bedroom apartment. You have a big couch. I have a tiny 13-year-old body. I can fit on your couch. What is wrong with what I said?
There's nothing wrong. I'm just taking it in.
What? I just really feel like I think you're being really selfish.
I'm being selfish.
You're being really selfish.
I will let you stay the night, but Candace Olivia, you have to realize you have to be responsible for your actions, right?
Okay, but I did a lot of actions, and I just feel like the responsibility is gonna be too much.
Can I tell you something? I remember when you were little and nice.
Well, okay. Well, like again, whatever. Continue.
Yeah.
Go for it.
It was just like going out for ice cream, having some pizza, going to see a movie, and then 12 turned into 13, and just everything changed.
I changed. What don't you understand?
Yeah, it is almost like
show. And I told you when I turned 13, I'm a lady now. I'm different. I feel different. And nobody understands.
Yeah, I think I understand. It feels like I'm talking to my sister and she was 13. My sister, Janet.
My mom?
Yeah.
But like, did my mom have pink hair when she was 13?
She had all types of different colored hair.
Did my mom sneak out to go to an 8-person party at Tom's house after school?
Well, I don't know if it was Tom, but it was probably someone else, probably more than 8 people.
Whoa.
Yeah, your mom was a bit of a wild child herself, and that's why I think she'll understand.
But like, even though I broke curfew and I broke a bunch of COVID rules.
Yeah, that. Oh, great. Now we got another guest who's got COVID.
Okay.
Look, I don't think you can catch it that fast. I think you need to.
My head. Oh no, I got COVID too. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna tell everybody, oh, I broke all the COVID rules. I dyed my hair all pink, and now you're all gonna get sick, and it's gonna be my fault. You know my dad's old. You know.
Yeah, this is true. He is In fairness, he is older than the average father.
What if
My sister, look, I don't want to air the family. I don't want to air the family dirty laundry, but yeah, my sister Janet likes older men.
Ew.
Did your dad just turn 70 or 71?
He turned 71. How can you forget?
You have a very old dad.
I know, he's so old, and I'm an only child. You would think, oh, maybe Candace Olivia has like 3 adult siblings, but she doesn't. It's just me, because my mom likes old dudes.
Look, love has no age limit. Well, no, it does have an age limit. I take that back.
Take it back. Never
I take it back. Love has an age limit after beneath 18. But I don't want you, when you turn 18, to date like a 70-year-old guy. I agree.
Wait, Uncle Ginger, can I tell you? Okay, you can't say anything. You can't say anything. There's a 15-year-old at this party.
No, don't react like that.
I'm 13. That's cool as hell. He's 2 years older than me.
Yeah, but look, 15-year-olds don't want to be kissing 13-year-olds.
No, I don't want to kiss him. I want to kiss Tom, who's 6 months younger than me. What is wrong with you? It's like I'm talking to a wall.
Yeah, you know what? Look, the best thing I can do is apologize. I could say, I know what you're going through. It's tough to be a teenager. I was a teenager. I certainly didn't go through this. I never dyed my hair some type of outrageous color. But I can tell you that I've seen a bunch of people who are going through what you're going through. And just like George Harrison said, all things must pass, right?
Who?
Like George Harrison.
Is that like a politician? Like, am I supposed to know who George Harrison is?
No, you don't have to know, but I'm just saying all things are going to change and everything's going to be okay. Look, I'm getting my phone. I want you to let me know what your location is. I'm going to send an Uber your way. You can come here for the night, and then I will help justify this to your mother tomorrow. That's the best I'm willing to offer. I will help, but I will still be fair.
No, wait, hold on. Can I stay for at least like 2 weeks or until my hair grows out? Why?
Your hair is not going to grow in 2 weeks.
You don't know me. You don't know my hair. I'm 13 now. Look, I went through puberty. Things have changed.
I got to tell you something, Candace Olivia. This is not the James Argues with Children show.
I am not a child.
This is not the James Argues with Teenagers show. So I'm willing. This is going to be my final offer. This is going to be deal or no deal. The price is right. Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to send the Uber. You could stay here tonight for one night. I will talk to your mother and I will say, look, you made some mistakes too. There's a pharmacy down the street. We'll buy as close to her natural hair color dye as possible. We can fix this and we can move on. How's that for old Unky Jim Jam, right? Deal or no deal?
Deal.
All right. See, that wasn't so hard.
Thanks. I guess.
Now, how about this? Tomorrow morning, I'll take you out for one of those fancy, expensive Starbucks drinks you like.
Really? A venti? I can get a venti.
Yeah, but here's, you got to be nice to me for 2 weeks.
You won't let me stay at your house for 2 weeks, and I have to be nice for you for 2 weeks. Nice to you for 2 weeks.
How about 1 week?
Fine. You've got yourself a deal.
Candace Olivia, I love you.
I love you too. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, I won't tell anyone that my niece loves me. Okay, great. Sent. It is on the way.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you in a couple moments.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye. Okay, that was my niece.
All right, we're back from break.
Here's the thing. First segment, MP Saima, high point, a huge point. Then we go to the midway segment. That's a low point with that sound, right? The sound. And then the sound got worse. You were probably thinking, this is the most annoying noise. There's nothing worse than teenagers crying. But sometimes That's what you have to do for your family, right? You have to be there for your family. Now, I want to begin to wrap up the show by thanking, I'm going to engage with the chat by thanking everyone who has watched. Dr. Howard Mitnick was here. He said, wait, James, you hate many people. Hate is a strong word. Let's go with strong dislike. But don't we all, right? We've all got some people on our scum list. I can't be the only one. Heck, I might even be on your scum list. And I'm sure that in your brain, I deserve it. But we all know it's probably not justified. Look, guys, I've had enough of myself. I want to thank each and every one of our guests, which include MP Breton, Saima, Ahmed, Andy, who's got just a severe erection problem and now a erection suppressant problem. Neither seem healthy to me. And of course, my lovely niece, despite her teenness, Candace Olivia. We're going to get it all sorted out. We're there for each other, right? You were there for me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'd like to think that I'm there for you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I want to invite you to join us this coming Friday. I said it once, I'll say it again. Dimitri Kira is going to be here. Stefan Speck is going to be here. And maybe even a first-time guest because I'm running wild. And don't forget, next week, more birthday fun on Monday. It's Connor Rose's birthday. We celebrate no, wait, I'm getting it wrong now. We celebrate 1 full year of At Home with James on Wednesday, and we do it on Friday as well when we have the At Home Awards. I've said too much. I've said enough. And now I will say nothing more other than I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.